Now keep in mind with mini foils, you always like to do 3 foils around the hairline, and then as well as where they part their hair, always make sure that you do a foil right underneath the part, and then you'll have the natural hair as a veil that comes over that. That way it has a seamless grow out. As well as through the back to make sure they wear their hair off, you're just refreshing that hairline a little bit. And you're gonna do your first baby light. Then you're gonna take your next section, which will be your back-to-back slice. Keep in mind, keeping your sections nice and small, paper thin. And it goes right over your next foil. Making sure that you are cautious of those little baby hairs. Slice right over the previous one. In Alicia's case, we are going to keep it more of like a natural grow out. We are adding extensions later, so we do want to make sure that we keep it nice and blended around the hairline. As I'm working around the hairline, I'm gently starting to curve around her hair, her head shape. Away from this section, moving towards the front. And my sections are staying nice and thin and smaller as well. Just following her natural growth pattern. Remember, you guys, the smaller your sections are that you're foiling, the nicer the regrowth is going to be and the longer it's going to last. So she will need a refresh. Curving around the head shape. Being very careful, she has a lot of baby hairs. You do not want to fold those in. Make sure that you're leaving those out. And this section, since she has a little bit more hair on this section, we're going to go ahead and tease that out gently, adding in a little more depth at the base. When doing your teasing lights, remember you're feathering it towards very, very gently. You're not going straight to the base, you're just lightly feathering it in. Now that your first section you should try to get as close to the roots as possible. Again, it's all for that natural grow out, and you want it to look a little more freshened up when she pulls her hair back, especially that first section. Make sure that your color is saturated. If you don't have enough product on your brush or in the foil, what's going to end up happening, it will look spotty and it's more likely to dry out and not process evenly. Okay, my next section, I'm going to go ahead and do another weave. Maybe keeping it a little more bolder in the front. My section will be a little bigger in this area over here, just so she can have more of a bolder piece when she separates her hair in the middle. Curving around the hairline. Saturating the product again. As you could tell, this is a little more compromised over here. It's already pre-lightened. I want to stay away from that. This, we can go ahead and lighten and bring the product through the section where it has a little bit more of that darker pieces by making sure that you're a little more careful to the pieces that are already lightened. So in that case, just move the foil away, fold it, and go through there. Alrighty, and now we're going to be in our third weave, and with this section, what I'm gonna do is do more of a bigger piece, but we're gonna tease that out so then the hair will fall naturally, and then it'll be as a veil covers over those highlights around the hairline. And then we're gonna tease that out. And then here is our mini foil. Sometimes we do like to freshen up those ends, and maybe a few of those pieces around the hairline we will go ahead and just tip out just to give her that extra